Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Cowboys going up against the Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Freeman again, a first down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Freeman. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're playing the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big 3rd down conversion. Running right, this is Freeman. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They will run again with Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on first down. He gets away from one. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They run. Devontae Freeman able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And now running right through it. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. It's caught inside the 25. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive...
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This is Coleman. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Here we go now. Green 39.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Charles Tapper in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop the throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Kaepernick. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost. 6 there on the first down play. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Watching that, Barney.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watching that, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with a foul. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That good for 19 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A give to Elliott running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Aguilar has it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's Freeman. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll run it. Freeman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Devontae Freeman, his shiftiness doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now here's a carry heading left. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now running right through it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
2nd down following the incompletion. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down following the run. Here's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Fresh set of downs here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Watch it now, Barney.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Over.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now they'll try the end around. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. You get so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Detroit! Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to go soft on the corners. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.